The new hit singing competition show is The Four, Battle for Stardom, that has brought many talented voices out of the woodwork. The most suspenseful part of the show is the elimination rounds, when our favorite singers may be sent home. It is nerve-wracking watching your singing hero be in the hot spot on stage, and sometimes these challenges end in ways we didn't see coming. We got all the craziest elimination rounds from season 1 and 2 right here. Prepare to be shocked. Are you new to the trendy? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and be the first one notified of all our content. Now let's check out all the craziest eliminations. Kendall versus Zhavia. In season 1, Zhavia was called the front-runner in the competition. She was a favorite among the judges and especially to DJ Khaled. He said that fans loved her so much not only because of her powerful voice, but because she has an identity that she owns. When Kendall walked on stage in episode 4 and challenged Zhavia, the judges touted that as brave. Kendall was ready to take her place in one of the 4 seats. But would she do it? Zhavia sang first, rocking out the song Diamonds by Rihanna in her signature style. The crowd went wild and cheered their favorite girl on. But at the end of the performance, Meghan Trainor noted that something was wrong because Zhavia grabbed her throat as she went back to her seat. Then it was Kendall's turn to take center stage. The new brave competitor didn't look nervous at all as she sang Pillow Talk by Zayn. She absolutely owned her performance and quickly won the judges over. Zhavia came down to the stage and mentioned that her voice has been sore. Sean Combs said to Kendall that she fought for her dreams. Ultimately, in the end, Zhavia was sent home by a lack of votes from the audience, which left Meghan Trainor in tears on live TV. Meghan said, "I'm falling apart," over the elimination of one of her favorite performers. Tim versus Candice. Tim came on stage and challenged seat holder and major vocal star Candice. Just a week before, the audience was vividly chanting Candice's name, something she admitted to never having experienced before. Candice sang first, belting out Here by Alessia Cara to perfection. In her yellow dress and long strands of hair hanging down in front, she looked like a superstar. Immediately, DJ Khaled looked to Sean and gave a nod of approval at her voice. Her whole performance was full of attitude and sass that the audience egged on. The final note she hit was so high, dogs must have come running. Meghan Trainor laughed with glee. Following what seemed to be an impossible performance to beat was Tim. Tim took the stage in his white sneakers and polo t-shirt, ready to bring everything he had. His airy, raspy, powerful voice took the audience by surprise as he sang All I Want by Kodaline. He made the song his own, bringing a new feel to the song, his very own rendition that completely moved the audience. As the votes came in, no one was really sure who was going to stay and who would go. Heart beating fast and nail-biting in action, it was Tim who was voted to take a seat. When Tim was announced the winner, he looked absolutely shocked and went to hug Candice. He deeply and tearfully thanked everyone as he took his rightful seat amongst the 4. Ash versus Zhavia. Zhavia and Ash were both eliminated previously on the show and were paired together as incredible soulful talents to once again have a second chance on the show. Ash was an original member of the 4, but was sent home too early. Zhavia said she's not only back to get her seat, but to win the whole competition. But Ash said the exact same thing. With their second chance at the show, stakes were high and tensions in the audience even higher. No matter what, someone they like is going home. The handsome British guitarist was the first one to perform, singing When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars while he played electric guitar. As expected, he crushed the song in the best way possible. Next up was the lovable Zhavia in red boots and a fuzzy red jacket, singing the award-winning song Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. She sang a more melodic rendition of the original rap song, having some audience members cheering while others looked unsure. At the end, Sean criticized Ash for putting too much stank on his voice while he sang, while he praised Zhavia for her courageous choice of song. The judges discussed, clearly having a difficult time, but in the end, it was fan favorite Zhavia who won the challenge and stayed. Dylan Jacob versus Sharaya J. Sharaya J has had her seat since the beginning. She has shown the judges and the audience that she is a superstar in the making. Sharaya J is a fighter and tops her own performances week after week. So when Dylan Jacobs came back and challenged Sharaya J in a rematch battle, the crowd knew they were in for a good show. Sharaya J rapped the epic LL Cool J song Mama Said Knock You Out with power, precision, and a performance that only made the audience want more. She was terrifyingly strong and even approached Dylan as she rapped, putting a little worry behind his eyes. At the end of the song, she smiled and hugged her competition. Following the super rapper Sharaya J's incredible performance, which involved costume pieces and all, was Dylan. Dylan rapped Quiet Storm by Mobb Deep and shocked the audience at how incredible he is. No one saw this talent coming. Meghan Trainor gasped at his great voice and perfect beat, but when it comes down to elimination, Sharaya J is the longest seat holder in the 4 history, which makes us wonder who will be sent home. Diddy announces to the 2 competitors that Sharaya J will once again be able to take her seat in the 4, and Dylan, almost beating her, gets sent home. The most epic rap battle the 4 has seen yet. Leah Jenea versus Carvina Jones. Leah Jenea is a true performer and one that many of the challengers on the 4 don't even dare to face. But Carvina Jones did just that. Carvina challenged Leah for her seat, and all 17-year-old Leah said was, "Oh, I can't wait." After hearing Carvina sing, the judges knew this would be a close battle. First on stage was Leah, who sang Focus by the new and young artist Her. Her distinct voice is what the judges say will make her a star. Following her fantastic performance was the newbie Carvina, who sang her own rendition of the classic song Feeling Good by Nina Simone. Her performance was so vocally powerful that Leah was looking nervous in her seat. For each new high note that Carvina hit, Leah looked more uncertain of her place amongst the 4. Khaled nodded his head along to Carvina's crazy long note that she rocked out at the end of her performance. The lady has a voice and a style of her own, and wasn't afraid to show it. When it came time for elimination, fans of Leah were nervous, but new fans of Carvina were excited to see if she would take a seat. In the end, Leah defended her seat and moved on to the finals the following week. Many fans were shocked at the outcome, and Carvina especially was disappointed after giving her all. Ali Caldwell versus Whitney Rain. A lot was on the line in episode 7 of season 2 on the 4. Contestants were battling to keep their seat or win a seat over for their chance to participate in the finale and win a record deal with Republic Records, a singer's dream come true. Ali Caldwell was challenged by Whitney Rain for her seat. Whitney said, "It's nothing personal, but I want my seat back." Ali Caldwell sang first to defend her seat. She chose the daring song of My All by Mariah Carey. As Meghan Trainor describes the singer, she is hungry. You can see her entire past while she's performing. Ali is a fighter and is fighting for more than just her career, but for a roof over her head. When you watch Ali perform, you can see it and hear it all in her voice. Following an incredible performance was Whitney Rain, who sang Don't Let Go by En Vogue. She brought strong attitude and even better lungs to her performance. The battle was strong and she wasn't giving in. It was a crazy decision for the judges as they debated who to send home, saying, "We're going to be here until 1 in the morning." Unfortunately, someone does have to go, and it was the fighter Ali who had to give up her seat. Whitney took her place back. Verge versus Cheyenne Elliott. The granddaughter of Dionne Warwick, Cheyenne Elliott was receiving some criticism from viewers that she only got her seat because of her relations to the famous singer. If you aren't familiar, Dionne Warwick is an American singer who is second to Aretha Franklin for the most charted female vocalist of all time, aka Major Name. In retaliation to this, Cheyenne said that she is her own person and is prepared to work just as hard as each of the other contestants for a seat in the 4. Cheyenne is challenged by Verge in episode 3. Cheyenne is up first and sings Miley Cyrus's anthem Wrecking Ball to show off her powerful vocals. There is no doubt Cheyenne is a star, with or without a famous and iconic grandparent. Verge rapped his own song called I Own It to fight for his chance to take Cheyenne's chair away from her. He was there to avenge Lex Luke, and do you think it works? When it came to the elimination, the judges were impressed with what Rel represented and felt that Cheyenne did the same thing. Rel got the most votes, making his mission a success as he took his place in one of the 4 seats. Noah Barles versus Janelle McGee. Season 2, Episode 6 got emotional when 2 incredible contestants battled it out in the singing arena. Noah Barles was brought to the stage by Janelle McGee. Khaled sees Noah as an underdog with devoted fans who root for him, but now that he has the seat, he isn't an underdog anymore. He took the stage with Fight Behind His Eyes, singing Chains by Nick Jonas. His crystal clear and silky voice instantly wins over anyone listening. A tough competitor for sure. His humble nature makes his talent even more surprising for viewers. But Janelle brought his own level of expertise right back to Noah, a serious battle of the voices. He sang This Woman's Work by Maxwell, starting out on an insanely high note and rocking the song the whole way through. He sings most of the song in falsetto, which has the audience hooping and hollering. Khaled gave Noah a hard time, saying he didn't try hard enough. Khaled then went off on a rant about taking him and the show seriously, leaving Noah looking discouraged. Janelle took the seat as fans voted him in, leaving Noah incredibly emotional and tearful. Meghan Trainor ran up on stage to hug the fallen contestant, but we're certain that isn't the end of Noah's incredible career. Jason Warrior versus Vincent Kennedy. Jason Warrior has by far been the most dramatic contestant on the 4 yet. He has yelled at other contestants about how he is an artist, and even confronted Meghan Trainor to be removed by security. But prior to him losing his seat on the show, he went up against Vincent Kennedy in an epic battle round. Jason bravely sang a John Legend song called Ordinary People, but made it his own by hitting high and low notes that weren't originally in the song. The previous week, he was given notes about doing more than yelling, and he took those notes and even more. The judges were blown away, among with the audience who didn't think he could sing so well. Diddy yelled to Jason as he exited the stage, "I got you. You listen." Vincent took the stage next, singing "Bitten Up in My Room" by Brandy. He sure as ever brought his A game to the table and even made Jason worry. Jason went on to be as over the top as we're used to, telling the audience to give him a chance because he has layers, like an onion. In the end, it was shockingly Vincent who stayed after Jason's plea to the audience. Jason took it well, hugging his opponent, but it was after that he was removed for confronting Meghan for, as he said, saying mean things that hurt. What do you think about Jason Warrior? Evvie versus Candice. During the finale of Season 1, both Evvie and Candice brought their A-game to be named iHeartRadio's On the Verge star and be signed to Republic Records. Evvie was first to sing, and she chose the beautiful song by John Legend and Common entitled Glory. The song itself was created for the biopic Selma, which was a film on the great Martin Luther King Jr. The song won both an Oscar and an Emmy, so this talented woman had big shoes to fill. Upon opening her mouth on the first line, we could hear she had it. When she hit one of the highest notes of the song at the end, the judges looked impressed. Next up was Candice, who nervously had to follow Evvie's perfect performance. Candice sang the widely popular hip-hop song Stay by Rihanna and added her own unique flair to the lyrics. These two vocally gifted women both had an incredible chance of a lifetime, but it was a major shock when 20-year-old Evvie took home the prize. Candice seemed to vocally blow Evvie out of the water, but it was Evvie's choice of song and how she connected to it that got her the gold. Elimination is never an easy thing, especially when both women competing are absolute champs. Do you think Candice should have won over Evvie? Which elimination did you find the most shocking? Did you want any of the singers that were sent home to stay? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to The Trendy for more awesome content and give this video a like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.